back, still tuned in to Market Sense right here on ET Now, and away from the markets, that's all eyes and all focus on what's going on in the e-commerce space and Flipkart's big billion days, what we're calling it, as Walmart could potentially click the button today with respect to the big acquisition, 70% for about $15 billion. In fact, we had some details emerging right now as well with respect to the Walmart CEO speaking on the Flipkart deal announcement. My colleague Chandra has been tracking every minute development and now joins in with the latest. Chandra, busy day for you. Take us what's through the latest that we're picking up on the big deal.
From what we understand from our sources, Walmart CEO and President Doug McMillon is already in India and very much in Bengaluru, where Flipkart is headquartered, and he will be here when the announcement happens later this evening, but this is expected to be close to the media. Post that, he will be talking to employees at a town hall later in the day. That's what we've picked up from our sources at this point. And more importantly, the story that we broke earlier today on the exact valuation and stake of the deal. From what we understand from our sources, Walmart will pick up 71.06% stake in Flipkart for $15 billion, valuing the enterprise at $21 billion in all. So that's not too bad compared to the 12 to 15 that they were valued in their previous fundraise. Remember, a significant chunk of this is going to be secondary sale, considering Walmart will be buying out big investors such as SoftBank. Existing investors such as Tiger Axle will partially offload stake. More importantly, the co-founder Sachin Bansal will exit his 5.5% stake completely, making him a billionaire. So these are some of the details, but we can tell you that the announcement is definitely happening this evening, and that's why Doug McMillon is already in town.
Hi, Chandra. I just wanted to talk to you also about the fact that when this deal goes through today at a $20 billion valuation, $15 billion inflow, this is going to be the largest FDI deal in the country. If I've got that right, it's also the world's largest e-commerce deal.
I can tell you it's going to be the largest inbound FDI deal, Nayantara, because I think, the other precedent would have been the SR Rofnet deal, which closed at about $12 billion. So, from that sense, this is not just an e-commerce story. It's also an India story. The fact that a big American retail giant is betting top dollar in India to take on Amazon, because, apart from China, apart from US, India is the final big growth market for these companies. If you look at internet penetration, if you look at the age of the population. So this is a big bet that Walmart is taking, and people say they are perhaps a few years late, considering Amazon has already managed to notch up half of the online retail market. But remember, online retail is just 1% of the total opportunity in India. So from that sense, it's significant, not just from an e-com point of view, startup point of view, but also the fact that this is going to be the largest inbound FDI deal in recent years.
So largest inbound FDI deal, one of the largest that you're seeing in the e-commerce space. So Chandra says look beyond that. But Chandra, isn't this also one of the ways that Walmart is making sure that it's no longer just a brick and mortar giant? It used to be the world's largest retailer. Its dominance had been shaken first by Amazon. Then it had to worry about Alibaba, which when it listed at the New York Stock Exchange actually overtook Walmart's market capitalization. And what about the other investors in Flipkart, the likes of Tiger Global or Accel Partners, SoftBank, Naspers? Do we know their future as yet?
Nayantara, we've been reporting this for a few days now, and the reason why Walmart was able to negotiate this deal and not so much Amazon is because a majority of the board was comfortable going with Walmart. The only investor in Flipkart that, wanted to perhaps explore Amazon was SoftBank, but they didn't really get support from the rest of the board, despite SoftBank, having an over 20% stake in Flipkart. That sort of stake wasn't enough for them to master their way to making the rest of the board see the synergy with Amazon, because Walmart has been doing due diligence with Flipkart for many, many months now. Their bids seem to be a more formal one, committed one. So, you know, the rest of the board, a majority of the board was clearly comfortable with Walmart right from the beginning. The only investor that wanted to explore Amazon was SoftBank, but that didn't happen, and perhaps that's the reason why SoftBank is going to exit completely from Flipkart. But remember, they are also an investor in Paytm, so is Alibaba. So they are clearly keeping their options in India, and perhaps the capital that would have gone Flipkart's way is now going to get diverted Paytm's way. So you have a three-way battle here: Walmart versus Amazon versus Alibaba versus Alibaba-owned Paytm. And as you say, you know, the difference is fast merging between offline and online, because Amazon went and bought Whole Foods in the US, which is Walmart's territory. So I guess those boundaries are fast blurring. We really have to see where this leaves the Indian conglomerates, considering they haven't participated in the story in a big way. What are the Bianis going to do? Moreover, what is Mukesh Ambani going to do to disrupt this space going forward?
Right, Chandra. Thanks so much for giving us these exclusive details.